And once again, a massive thank you to all of our community, all of the people who financially support the show and help it go on each and every week. All of our 87A survivors, they're all there on the screen. King Alobar, Petty Weddy, Sauerkraut, Receding Man, and some new members, Levs, Nukes, Rays, Salty Sticks. Thank you so much. But a massive shout out to our two podcast bosses, Kenny Baker and Cinnamon. All of you are legends who help the shows go on each and every week. Thank you all for your support, just even by listening or watching the show, and we hope you enjoy this week's show. And welcome to episode 149 of the DayZ Podcast. We are joined, as always, by Archie. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. It was nice having a weekend off last week. We had the coronation of King Chuck, didn't we, Dave?
Yes, indeed. We have a new king now. It means very little to the country, but we have a new king, so we have one.
Yeah. Yep. It was just nice to have a weekend off. To be honest, I stayed up and watched it with the missus. It was 70 odd plus years since the last coronation. So as much as I'm not a fan of the guy individually, it was a moment in history, and I got to watch it and have a couple of drinks. So yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. But enough talking about royal families and that. We have DayZ Royalty here with us as a guest, the one, the only Rampage Granny, Babushka, the lady of a million different names. How you doing, buddy?
I am doing very good, thank you. How are you today?
Right, I am not for 5 a.m. in the morning. I am doing not too bad. Yeah, it's the sacrifice of living in the best country on earth, but in the worst fucking time zone for the rest of the English speaking world. Bar New Zealand, but they're just part of Australia. So yeah.
Yeah, I time management, on that scale is a challenge.
Especially when you're old and you just like to sleep in.
Yeah, right?
And daylight savings when you're the only country that does it.
Yeah. Don't get me started on GMT and BST. It's so confusing. It's even confusing for us.
I'm lucky. The state I live in doesn't do it. It's a stupid fucking system. I don't fucking understand it. But they do it. But it's kind of annoying being the only state on the east coast of Australia that doesn't do it, because all the other states go forward an hour and then back an hour and fucking all the rest of it. And where it still fucks us around, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, Babushka.
Yes, sir.
You gotta. Why did you come up with the name Babushka? Good song, by the way, as well.
Well, it means grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And before I started streaming, my gamer tag was always Miss Deville, but everybody's always said Devil or Miss Devil, and it was Miss Deville from Gorilla Deville. But yeah, that didn't sink in, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna start streaming. And my old gamers group was, you just turned a grandma. You got to do something with that. That's going to be your signature mark.
You do not look like a grandma. When people think grandmas, you do not look like one. You look way too young to be a grandma.
He says I'm a super grandma. So yeah, I'm the fun one, he says. Yeah, I game, and he's 6 years old. He plays Fortnite, and whenever his dad needs to run to the toilet, I don't play Fortnite, but if his dad runs to the toilet, I get handed, the controller. And you kill a couple, and my grandma's the best at Fortnite, and she's even better than my dad. So yeah, I'm a pretty cool grandma in his eyes, and he's laying right next to me in the room here, and he knows I'm streaming, he knows I'm gonna game, and I gave him a hug goodnight, and he said, "Grandma, yeah, you don't have to be quiet, I'll sleep anyway." No, I said, "No, it's good, sweetie, I'm gonna try, but sometimes Grandma's just a little bit loud, It is what it is."
That's
awesome.
And
I was just chilling. I was sitting here. I was in Avi stream for a bit, and all of a sudden I heard the voice at the other side of the wall. "Grandma, yeah, you're awfully quiet. You don't have to be that quiet." I said, "I'm not gaming yet, sweetie." He said, "Oh, okay." So yeah, he's a sweetie. Yeah, absolutely.
That's really sweet. Like it's really cool that you are a gamer and a grandparent of that, because I've had mates Archie army mates in that who they can't stand gaming and all the rest of it, and they've got kids who game and they're like, I just don't know how to bond with them. And it's like, dude, just pick up the fucking controller and play with them. If you do something that they're interested in, then you can get them to
Yeah,
come and do other stuff that like work on the
absolutely.
car or whatever else you want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Goes the same for ladies. I see a lot of ladies on social media complaining that their man plays video games, but if you just pick up a controller and play with him and take part in his hobby, you have no idea. You're going to go from a 10 to a 12.
Yep.
I know,
what
right?
My
Yep,
son, he's getting into Digimon recently, and he's been going to these tournaments, and it's kind of like a dead card game. It's a little antiquated.
Yep.
So I just learned how to play it with him so we could have something to do in common.
Yep, my
Exactly.
my wife did it
Yeah.
with me. She'd never touched a game before. About a year ago, she never picked up a controller, never played a PC game, hardly used it, hardly even knew how to operate a PC. Now she plays DayZ on a regular basis. She absolutely loves it. She loves when she bumps into me or the friends that we've got online, and it's a
Yeah,
it's a
that's
core
great.
part of her life now. She adores it. Yeah. A few years ago, she'd been like, bloody, you're spending all this time on gaming.
You got her hooked on the most addictive drug on the planet,
Oh my
DayZ.
God, I know,
Yeah.
right? Oh, I know.
I just realized that like I've been dabbling in single player DayZ, just playing around with settings and things like that, trying to get a bit more technical on that, and realized that because my computer, my son's computer, the missus's computer, we're all on the same router, so we can all basically it's like a LAN. And I've almost got her ready to fire up DayZ and play with me on it, so I'm quite excited about that. I've got my birthday
I
next
would be
week, so I
so
might tell her
stoked.
that that's my birthday wish, that she plays DayZ, even if it's just single player, just me and her running around fighting zombies. I don't fucking care. She has never played it, but she tolerates and well, not just tolerates. She supports me doing this silly show, and yeah,
Yeah, well, that's amazing. I mean, my sister just bought DayZ. She's got a laptop. We were trying to get her PC up and running.
hmm
And I don't know how I managed it, but secondhand graphics card from my stepbrother and da da da. I think she is going to be like 600, and she got like a 3070 in it, $600, and I got a PC for her. So we're working on that.
Yep.
And
Everybody's
yeah,
saying it. It's like I've got a
she-
3070, a 2070. Billy.
yeah, I just bought a 3050 for mine. I mean, when I started streaming, I had nothing more than a PlayStation and a Twitch account. That was it 3 years ago.
Yep.
And I just started streaming because my brother kept nagging me. He said, "Yeah, you gotta stream. You're gonna love it, and it's fun." And I was like, "Oh wait, that's my grandson yelling." Nairo, kom eens hier. So he said, you gotta stream. You're gonna love it. Wait, I gotta do something here.
You're right.
She got a really nice room set up there.
It is a sweet little
it's
room set up, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I bet the acoustics are great in there. It's so
Yeah.
narrow, dude.
Yeah.
And that rug in the floor, that's how you know that's a streamer.
Yep. It just sucks up that echo. Gets rid of that echo, with a little bit of fabric on the floor.
Yeah, I'm not done yet though, because am I taking a right? So if you're gonna laugh about my lighting, guys, I'm never gonna forgive you.
I have the same exact light.
But it fucking
not
works.
that
It's a
one.
fucking construction light.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
because the window is
Mate,
there. and there's-
improvise, adapt, and overcome. Use what you've got.
Yeah.
As there's channels like the Frugal Gamer and all the rest of it out there that if you can afford it, yeah. But if you can't, just use what you can fucking get your hands on. A lamp in the right bloody
Yeah.
place or whatever, it does the fucking job.
When I first started streaming, I used those chicken heat lamp shades, the foil. They're like stainless steel looking round ones.
It works.
Yeah, and then it caught my damn green screen on fire one time during the stream. It was hilarious because they radiate heat,
Yeah.
because
Top
they're
notch
supposed to.
content, dude.
Yeah.
Top notch
But
content.
I mean, they were like $4 at Walmart, so I bought them, dude. Slapped an LED light in there.
You could end up on streamer fails, mate, Twitch fails or whatever it is, with something like that. Like Annie's
No,
saying,
we
mate,
scrubbed the
that's
internet
quality
out.
content.
Yeah. What's
Absolutely.
funny is it's better than this $150 ring light I got. It was so much better. Those little
Okay.
cheap, crappy.
We've had a request. You've got something in the background there. Can you actually use it, or is it just for show?
I can use it, and how do you call that? Because English is not my name. The amplifier. How do you call that?
Yeah, an
Yeah,
amp.
Yeah.
Amplifier.
Yeah.
It's right here. But
Guys, our grandson just went to bed.
Yeah,
Maybe,
good point.
maybe not switch the guitar amp on.
yeah, so I cannot. I'm not really good, but I can do the blues lines, the bass lines. I can do a little bit of Nirvana, but I have a lovely mod named Hellgamer, and he plays the bass as well. So yeah, be ready, guys. Because
I'm gonna guess that's Hellgamer 69420. You just chucked us a follow. That was pretty cool of him. So yeah.
And her name is Black Betty. She's in Black Ibanez, so it's a really lovely bass guitar. The only thing I want to change is I want to have snares. Is that the right word?
Yep.
I want to have black ones. She's gonna look so sexy, dude. But yeah, I can.
Once you had black, you
And
never go back.
I know, right?
I'm not sure that's
Exactly that.
appropriate for this situation, but
Well, I'm never gonna. I'm
My
never gonna
missus
dump
says
Betty.
that to me all the time. I hope she's talking about me, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've got a four-wheel drive as well. And we call it Betty. It's a black Nissan Navara. And yeah, it's such an iconic name, such an iconic song. Well, Black Betty, down the lane. Love that song.
Yeah.
Fucking love it. But yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I can. I'm not very good yet, but I'm gonna be.
So what's it like
Very-
playing games with your grandson? Because it's something that you said you wanted to touch on, and I figured this is probably a pretty good segue. That there are some people out there who can say some pretty fucking inappropriate things the moment they hear a female voice in game, and playing with your
sir.
grandson. That must make for some awkward times. Or do you guys have him muted so he doesn't he's not allowed to hear other
No,
players?
he's not allowed to hear other
Yeah,
players.
good.
No.
Good.
No. No, and he is only allowed to team up with people in his friend list, and
Yep.
that's controlled by us. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
Smart.
slowly, just like you learn a kid how to play outside, what not to do, what to do,
Mhm.
where he can go. You don't talk to strangers. You don't take candy from strangers, etc. You're gonna teach your kid to play on the World Wide Web. This playground is just a little bit bigger, but with a little bit more rules. So just slowly get them in there.
In some ways, a few less rules
You can't
because there's
prevent
that
it.
anonymity that people think they've got that
Mhm.
they use to basically behave like they're on 4chan when they're playing a video game. And I'm a very lax guy when it comes to being edgy and all the rest of it. If anyone knows me, they should know that I've got, I'm a big believer in almost anything can be made fun of, but there's a line. And the way some people, I saw a clip the other day of one of the girl gamers, and someone just the thing he said, and he got real salty because he got banned from the server. What did I get banned for? And it was like, dude, there was no humor in the interaction you were having. Like I've seen. I know you've got a sense of humor because I saw your change of your Twitter name to making them a sandwich or something like that, which I thought was just
I mean, Jam's the
that was
sandwich. Yeah,
fucking
that's the thing,
gold.
dude. Oh yeah. So this was a thing. So I'm in dem stream a lot. When I work at home. This is my working space.
Yep.
So I lurk a lot. And I'm a lot in Dem's stream. I'm mod for Fatal War. I'm mod for RG90. I'm there a lot, and it makes my workday a hell lot of more fun than normal. So I'm happy to do that. So once I was there, and he said, "Oh, you're playing COD again? I play COD as well." Blah 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 blah. You know what, Rampage? 1v1 me, and I said, "You know what? I'm gonna fuck you up. Let's go." And it was like a week of fighting words, in a very positive, fun way. And we did the 1v1 live on stream, and I lost. And the bet was, he could determine my Twitter handle for a week.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
I like that.
and
That's a sense
get
of
it.
humor.
My naming
and-
pod is Make Me a Sandwich because of the topic we're talking about.
Yep.
So my name in general is already Make Me a Sandwich, and I do have the invoice chat on, and I do say before the game begins, good game, guys. Let's fuck them up, and I just mute everybody, and I mute myself. And once we won the game, and especially when I'm number one of the team, I'm gonna open up the voice chat and I'm gonna say, "GG's, guys, well done." Oh, and
Man,
my name has
like-
already Made Me a Sandwich. You took that away from them,
There's
Do
a-
my
there's a
dishes, make me a
YouTuber called,
sandwich, go to the kitchen. It's gone. They don't have anything to hit you with.
There's a YouTuber called These Knives Only. I've been watching him. He does a lot of Call of Duty videos, and obviously his shtick is he uses knives, and he quite often does it with the riot shield. And some of the girl gamers that he runs into, my God, the foul mouth on them leaves most of the men for fucking dead. And you hear him going, "What the
DayZ,
fuck are they saying?"
I do have that foul mouth. I can't do it on stream
No.
though. But don't put me in a lobby while I'm not streaming, and don't be nasty to me.
Give it.
Because,
I still love that clip of Foxy Girl where
45.
that guy was saying
I got
something about, and she shot him down with some line about his dad or something like that. And it was just like, that was fucking
Yeah.
brutal.
I
That
do
was
the same
gold.
thing. Yo, dude, listen, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna date your dad, and you could call me mommy. Yeah, that's what I do. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I think the line she used was something like, I'll be fucking your dad and having a baby with him to make up for the disappointment that he's you.
Oh yeah.
And it was like,
And give him a kid he really
oh,
loves. Oh yes. And give him a kid he
yeah.
really loves. Yes, we did that.
Oh.
Yeah. We like that.
It was just brutal on a whole new level that I don't even think many guys could come near Archie. It was just like, wow. But she doesn't hold back, Foxy.
Yeah,
No.
it's good. Yeah, it's good they develop thick skin. I was saying on the stream yesterday, people complain about how much more donations and how many more views and subs and such that female streamers get. But in all honesty, without sounding like a simp, I think they deserve it, because if you just sit in their chats
Yeah.
and watch the things that get said and the amount of creeps that like I get stream sniped probably every single stream at least once, but it's people coming to kill me. It's not people coming to be creepy and such, so
Yeah.
yeah, and they get thick skin, and I can tell you can really tell when a gal's been playing online games for a long time, because they'll stay right there with you with the
Yeah.
witty comebacks.
Look at Kill Beans,
Yeah.
mate.
yeah,
You
dude,
played with
like,
Kill
I'm
Beans a
not
lot,
offended
Archie.
easily.
Yeah, that's my long lost sister, dude. She's a savage.
Have you ever played with Kill Beans, Granny?
No. But
You
we
need to.
talked.
Archie might be
we-
able to
we
hook
was
you up.
in,
For sure.
we was in Queens of the Castle together, of course.
Yep.
So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah.
definitely know each other. And Kill Beans was she's been in my boxing events. So yeah, we know each other. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yay, the boxing events. I lost that badly. Really
Yeah.
badly.
But
Yes.
you've got a few more orbits around the earth under your belt. What advice do you give some of the younger girls with learning how to develop that bit of a thick skin and stuff like that?
Okay, so my opinion might not. I don't think my opinion is always the most popular. So first of all, I think people in general, outside of gaming, people in general should toughen up.
She's gonna
Yeah.
fit in here, dude.
People in general should be toughening up, because you step on their toes and they act like if you fucking punch their face. Like what the fuck is wrong with people nowadays? But that being said, yeah, I think, and now I'm gonna make the bridge. I think women in gaming should toughen up as well. My tolerance level might be really high. Yeah, because I know you watched the VOD. I sent you the YouTube VOD.
Mm-hmm.
I had like Fatal War respond to that, and a Fatal Goddess. She said, you're my fucking spirit animal, dude. I would have like raged. I would have been so mad. The way he treated you, and you just we're so cool and collected. Yeah, of course, because he wants me pissed. He wants me distressed. He even literally asked me, "Are you distressed?" And I responded with, "No, dude. This is DayZ.
What's
I'm not
the
going to give him the
context?
satisfaction to let him know that I'm distressed."
What's the context for the viewers? Like, what happened?
Give me 1 sec. I'll see if I can find the clip again.
It is in media. So, long story short, because it's an 8-minute. I put it on YouTube unedited. I was like, you know what? We're not going to like cut anything out. It's unedited. All the blackouts, it's boring to see, but I didn't want to cut anything because I want it to be the whole thing without edits or whatever. Yeah. So I heard somebody put up a bear trap, but I was in the apartment box. So I just responded to him and he said, "Oh, you got a gun. I got a gun." I was just stupid. I fell for it. I got bullets there. And I said, "No, I heard you, put up the bear trap. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to go in there." So he broke my leg with a shot. And that is okay, dude. I don't give a shit. That's DayZ. So I woke up, tied up, broken leg. All good.
Shooting at
Now
me.
he wants me to walk in the bear trap. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to walk in the bear trap. If that's going to make you happy, if you like that,
Here we
okay.
go. Let me go. Know when you've all got it ready, guys.
But there is a moment where he's. Oh no, this is not it. But this is what happens after you get somebody banned to play it.
How's your mom doing?
My mom? It's
You don't
soft.
remember me? Yeah.
My mom's doing
Why did you
good.
kill me? Why did you kill me? Because I said your mom. And I got banned from you. I got all this recording, so don't say something. Don't say something stupid.
Oh, listen, I'm not going to say something stupid. Listen, if I got you banned, I submit proof of your behavior. And it's on the admins to judge that, isn't it? That's not on me.
Yeah. Well, they cannot ban this.
Nope.
No, indeed.
No, but you can.
You just die.
But I didn't even got this
Why would you?
guy banned.
Why would
I know for sure. Because if he would say something about my mom, I wouldn't be offended.
So he was
I would
banned
not
on,
be offended because,
he was banned on that server and came back on an alt account.
or he has got a temporary ban because that's what some people do as well. The other thought is about the guy. Wait, maybe I can just send it to you.
Yeah, because I was looking in the artwork channel.
Didn't I
but it
put
wasn't
them
there.
both in there? Wait, hold on.
Oh, kidnapping gone wrong. Sorry, kidnapping
Yeah,
gone
that's
wrong.
it.
The one above it. Yeah. Here we go.
And the best of the story is the end, because he does not survive this. This is an 8-minute. Just make sure you go through the not important part, because this is where I thought I would fall out of the window, dude.
I'm loving the cougar outfit there, mate. The classic
I know, right?
leopard print.
I know, right? It's part of my Peggy Bundy.
I have nothing to shoot with, my boy.
Yeah, we have a Peggy Bundy. We have Peggy Bundy cosplays. We do.
Where you at?
What's the timestamp?
In the stairway thingy.
So if you just fast forward to like halfway,
You shoot me.
when we still have like
It's kind
4
of a
minutes
hard one
left.
to skip through though, because there's a lot of dialogue.
Follow me.
Yeah, so
He's
this is just the
trying
part
to
where he
get her to
lures
go.
me.
I have a shotgun.
Yeah,
But you see, mine's.
try to lure me into the
The trap,
bed,
sir.
because he wants me to walk in there. I don't know.
I heard the bear trap.
What do you mean?
I heard the bear trap. Somebody said a bear trap. I'm not gonna.
So this is not making me
Motherfucker.
pissed. The moment that it makes me pissed is like halfway.
I was stupid.
He tells me to get on the bed. He strips me
Yeah.
naked. He calls me dog.
I knew that was coming. That's the thing. Like they always do that creepy shit.
Nobody
Even on other
controlling me.
games, I see it.
And he just crosses a line that he should not have crossed. And he made a
know.
counterfeit as well. It's
No,
just
I'm gonna play this. It's okay.
Get on the bed, please.
Why?
There we go.
Just tell me why.
Yeah, exactly there.
Get on the bed, please.
Why?
Hey, get on the fucking bed, you dog. Get on the fucking bed.
Get on the bed, you
Hey.
dog. It was just like, what the fuck, man? Come on.
So he's Australian.
No, that's not Australian. That
No, he's not. No, he's not.
This is the point where it goes beyond the game, and
And where he makes it
It's
very
that when
personal. He
something-
undresses,
yeah,
you
very
wake up,
personal
and all of a sudden you're naked, and he with his head like between your legs. You know how you crouch, and
How do you feel? Do you feel?
but yeah, the end is so satisfying, dude.
Damn, pull up.
Thanks,
It's
bro.
good to hear you go.
So
What server was that?
this was on Screen Them
got
Off,
beautiful eyes, so-
but they
Where's
handled
the-
this
hang on,
very
you've got to
very
you've
well.
got to
Oh,
hear
okay,
this bit.
okay.
This bit makes it all not worth
I'm gonna
it, but
give you a gun and then you're gonna shoot yourself. Okay?
Uh-huh. I need to struggle first because I can't do nothing without this. Can I?
If you face me, I'm gonna kill you. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Don't face me. Don't face me. Face me.
No. You can look me in the eyes when I kill myself, sir.
The fastest draw ever,
You
dude.
have 3 seconds to face the wall behind you. 1.
Fuck you, dude! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fire, dude. Hit
Sit on
fire.
it, motherfucker!
That was
Fucking
satisfying
love
as hell.
It was so satisfying, dude.
I would
It
tell
was
you,
so
I would not have been,
satisfying, Liz.
I would not have been able to do that. I would have fucked that up. You got some skills there, girl. You've got some fucking skills. That was just, and the emotion as well. You were so fucking. I am woman, hear me
Half of
roar.
it is not even there. I told him to sit on it, and after that, I told him fuck you in the horse you rode in on, and the part that's not in the VOD is that I'm told that I yelled, you should shit bricks for like years on end, and you smell like chicken nuggets.
You need to make you need to make that into a short. Like keep the
Mother was a
context there.
hamster and you smell like elderberries.
I just didn't. I'm on Twitch. I wanted to say so much worse, but I couldn't. And that was the best what I could think of.
How often does shit like that happen to you? Like honestly, as a girl gamer,
A lot.
Can I wade in here?
Yeah, go for it.
As a server host and a server admin, this shit happens all the bloody time. Like continuously, the amount of times we've had to go in and step in because we've seen it happening, or we've had a report in and we've gone and observed, and the way they're behaving is disgraceful, to say the least. It's not an uncommon thing at all, and especially towards female players. It's
To show you that I'm not like I gotta look it up. It's a short on my TikTok. Oh, come on. Just keep on talking. I'm just gonna scroll through.
Because there's
through
funny.
everything.
The thing is, there's funny banter, and Archie and I have got very, very similar senses of humor. I sent him this lovely little fucking gift the other day. You drink too much, you swear too much, you laugh at inappropriate things, you got a dark sense of humor. You're the sort of person I like to call a friend. But even we've got a fucking line where there's comedy, and then there's no, you're just a fucked up idiot who likes to fucking pass off whatever fucking issues you have as comedy when it's clearly not comedy.
Yeah, I never set out to make anyone uncomfortable, especially, as a man, you have a certain kind of psychological intimidation you can apply even through a video game. And a lot of people abuse that, and that was honestly just disgusting. I've seen that before too,
Yeah.
I might joke around with another guy player with some like softcore gay shit, but it's never anything like that right there. That honestly kind of made my skin crawl a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And watching it, you feel somewhat what's the word? Insulted, not by their actions, but insulted by the fact that
by proxy
a lot of people,
too.
by proxy, people will look from the outside and they will see that as what they almost expect you to be like. And no, the majority of us are not like that.
No.
Far from it.
That was a part where I wanted to talk about as well. But I put another link in media. I am not this is going to show you that I'm not, that I can handle a lot.
Right?
You know, if you
We're-
want to play
we're
role
Sims,
play,
we're Sims.
I'll go
We
with
will
you.
not
If it's
gonna
going to be
lie.
slightly sexual,
Spread
I don't
your
give a
legs,
shit.
baby,
If
come on.
as
They
long
are
as it's my
spread, honey,
consent.
but you're just
Yeah.
standing.
As long
Yeah.
as I don't disagree what you do.
I think that's why a lot of servers ban erotic RP anyway. Leave that shit for Second Life.
We're Sims. We're Sims. We will not let you die.
Spread your legs, baby. Come on.
They are
You know.
spread,
No,
honey,
they are
but you're
spread.
just standing
Yeah, so
there
that was-
watching. You
they
ain't
are
doing
spread. Look
shit.
at me.
I mean, why should I spread him if you're not working it? Dang it.
So I was like, I'm going to get myself out of this situation.
Told you I work my way
What's
out.
your Discord? We won't kill you. Not gonna kill you.
And now it was
We know,
done.
but what is? Why my Discord, honey?
The fuck?
Because we want to fuck
Give me
you.
your Discord, woman.
Who would want to fuck you? Well, that was kind of blunt, wasn't it?
Where you from? Where you from?
I'm from the Netherlands. Where are you from?
Amazing, amazing, Aryan white country. Amazing.
So dumb.
Arian. Are you a Nazi?
Oh, dude,
Same.
shut the fuck up, cunt. You better shoot me if you go like
Who?
this, dude.
Who?
Cunt, shoot me!
Who
Do
gives
it.
a fuck? Who gives a fuck?
So
I have
it
it on
goes
stream,
back
dude.
very fast.
Yeah, there's,
Yeah?
there's another factor to this as well. That you're probably old enough to be these fucking boys' mum as well, and it's like,
Yep.
oh, come on, guys, fuck me.
So the context was I was walking up the ladder. This is in an apartment block. I was walking up the ladder and they shot me with rubber slugs because I wasn't, hurt that much. And I woke up, tied up, and that was it. And this was the rest. So there was not a lot of more context than this part.
I honestly watching that.
First of all, I'm a Dutchie. I'm not an Aryan, know your history, dude.
They don't know. They're so you're talking to a bunch of cringe kids.
Yeah.
that get a little bit of freedom and want to take it to the extreme. That was disgusting.
No, you and these are probably and not just kids. This happened. Adults do the same.
Yeah, that first clip sounded like a grown man. That one there, though,
Yeah.
they sound. I'm
Dude.
just saying. My point is, they don't know geography and world history. You know what I mean? The guy's laying there pretending like he's, doing some X-rated stuff. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't think when I was a teenager I would have found that interesting.
No, I don't think many of us, when we were, slightly younger, would have found that interesting. And Babushka's quite right. There are a proportion of fully grown adults that behave like that should know
Mhm.
bloody better. They really should. But and we have to deal with them.
Side on it as well, because I do think that some women, take it like, and that's why I started this whole story with people who got to toughen up. I think some ladies got to toughen up as well, and because you know what, there is somebody in a server you don't know who does not mean shit to you. He doesn't mean shit to you. You don't know him. Why would somebody who doesn't know you what would you give them the power to influence you? Just
Yeah.
choose
Yeah.
not to. And is it that easy? Yes, it is that easy. Choose not to be offended and think, you know what? You're a grown man living in your mom's basement who has not seen a woman up close ever, or maybe in the last 10 years, and his socks are stiff in the fucking corner of the room, Who is he to offend me? Nobody.
Exactly. You shouldn't be offended by somebody living in their mum's basement.
Why would you let him, get in your brain?
Yeah, still,
Why?
that could be like a shock to some people who have never,
Yeah,
like that. That's
I
kind of stuff.
understand.
Yeah. No, I agree. Everyone needs to be more resilient. Trust me. I served in the military and the submarine service, and the first time I went on shore duty, I was around female sailors for the first time in my entire 10-year career, and I was reprimanded for saying cunt in front of them. And we were all adults, right? I thought I could use foul language. I was a sailor.
Fuck.
So I see what you're saying, right?
Yeah,
But
that
still-
shouldn't be.
yeah. I still think some people could be kind of like shocked by that,
not
especially if they're
there.
not used to the kind of video games like Rust and DayZ are. So where there's the ability to tie people up, tie them down, lay on them, stuff like that. People are going to abuse that and be weirdos.
It is.
Yeah.
But you can also use it for you know, in there, I
What
had
normal
so
people
much
use it
fun.
for. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, dude, I am Babushka and I've got like 1,000 husbands. You have no idea how many churches I'm married to, how many people in DayZ. You know, shotgun weddings, everything. You know, you can have fun, but there is a line, you know, just like in real life. It's just like real life, but you know, in a map. You can have fun, you can have you know, you can role play, but there's a border which you just don't cross
Yeah.
because you wouldn't do that in real life as well. Being in an online game doesn't give you the right to treat people like shit because probably in my face you wouldn't do that.
Exactly, and you're right. You're right, and it's not just focused on males doing it. Females do it as well,
Yeah.
and they hide behind their keyboard and their screen, believing that gives them some kind of protection.
Yeah.
But in the long term, it doesn't. In the long term, they out themselves to people and eventually come to the attention of things like server admins, and eventually it spreads across.
It does.
And they don't realize the implications of what they're doing. They simply think that they are protected, that they can do whatever they want and get away with it. But in the long term, they never do.
No. Like, I am known for my polite fights. Do I trash talk? Yes. But do I do that in a very polite manner? Oh, hell yeah. But, you know,
there's something to be said for being politely violent. it works a lot of the time.
I'm known for my melee fights, you know? Melee fights involve a lot of trash talk. You know, if somebody is not fleshing health and he's a male character, I'm gonna tell him, "Oh, sir, you got the man flu? Are you in pain?" You know, yeah, I think that's funny, and I'm sorry if you don't think that.
Because it is funny.
You know, but that is it's you know, but you know there is a line, and you just don't cross it. But on the other hand, the females should not abuse the extra protection they get because the situation they're in. So I think there's a fine line as well.
Yeah, because you end up doing exactly what the males have done, and you create the same
and
problem.
You ain't nobody better. Yeah.
Yeah, and you aren't better, and the only way that you change something is by being better than.
Because I've seen tickets coming in that he called me cunt. Yeah.
Yep.
If I'm going to be banned on every server, I yell cunt to people, dude, I wouldn't be playing nowhere. I would be back to God.
Join the club. I'd be banned everywhere.
So but because cunt is how do you call that word?
Misogynist, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
Misogynistic. I can never get that one right.
I call somebody a dickhead too. I'm not going to get banned for that as well. Yeah. So I think we should level.
Everyone needs to take a couple of concrete pills and harden the fuck up.
So that's what I mean with my opinion might not be popular on, like, by all the females. But
it is a correct opinion, to be fair. It states the basic fact. And the basic fact is that we should be able to poke fun at each other.
Yeah.
That we should be able to do that. Without it crossing, if you're crossing that line, then that's on you. But we should be able to poke fun at each other and still be able to have a laugh and walk away from it and, know that we were either poking fun or we were in PvP or we were being aggressive. And that's what humans do.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of what humans do, I want to just briefly touch on this because I'm very interested. You and I had a bit of a chat about this, Granny. We had a bit of a sexting scandal in the DayZ community. I don't want to get into it, but what's your take on it, Granny, as a female yourself?
Do you want like my blunt opinion? Because we Dutchies. Okay, so we Dutchies are known for being blunt.
Yes,
we're not blunt.
We've spoken to Minder.
I want to say to the whole world, we're not blunt. We just fair. We just don't take a detour. If we want to say this, we don't take a detour like this to say it, like a lot of people do. We just go straight in it.
That's blunt.
So there is no, that's not blunt. That is
direct.
Yeah, direct.
That's direct.
You call a spade a spade. I like that. I admire that.
My sister, like, listen, I bought myself new clothes. Do you like them? And my sister always said, "Yeah, I like them, but," I said, "Hold it, hold it, hold it. That's not a right sentence. You don't like it because tell me just how it is.
Yeah.
Tell me how it is."
Yeah.
So
Right to the point.
that being said, I think two things of that.
Wait, before she answers, can we get some context here with no name drops? Because I have no idea.
Okay,
look,
adult male.
it's all out there. It's all public knowledge.
all
It's
out
all
there,
on
yeah.
Twitter. We don't need to hide names. There's only two names that I know of. One of them's a female streamer by the name of Lieutenant Pickle, who has shared some DMs between herself and one of DayZ's largest content creators, Anarchy HD, who it looks like he was playing a lot of girls.
I think we should, if I can say anything at all, I wouldn't even cover that whatsoever. That's
No,
my opinion on
it's more. I'm quite interested in Rampage Grannies because there's been some
Can it be
coverage of
short?
it that I'm interested in a female perspective on it. So just quickly,
Okay.
Granny, you're too.
He's in the wrong, and they just stupid blind. They should use lenses and not, how do you call those little thingy shoe?
Blinders. The horses wear. Or blinkers.
Yeah,
Blinkers.
you know,
Yeah.
open up your eyes. You're young. He's not. Idolization. I don't know. I think they're not very smart, to say it politically correct, and he is like in the wrong to do it.
Yeah,
it's because that's basically what I wanted to say. It's a scummy thing to do, but as far as I'm aware,
they were all there.
no laws were broken. Everyone was a
Consent.
willing participant in messages
It's
and all the
just
rest of it.
drama
And
creating.
yeah, that's
can I weigh in? As far as I know, he put an apology out. It was drama.
Yeah, that's damage control.
And,
But
it's damage control. Yeah, but I
that's
think
okay.
the biggest thing that everyone can do that's involved is move on.
and
Move on.
part of the
and
reason
you're
I
not
actually
going to
why
forget that he did it. You're not
I
gonna
don't get
forget
why all
what
this personal
happened.
stuff is going to be on a gaming platform. What is their personal
Exactly.
stuff belonging on a gaming platform?
Exactly,
It's
it's
just
a gaming
personal drama,
platform.
dude. It's as the world burns, as the world turns. As the
You're
world
not going to
burns,
forget it happened. It's not going to disappear. It's always going to be there. It doesn't need to be reiterated over and over and over again. You can see and make your own decision on what has happened, and that is how people are supposed to move forward.
That's their
games.
personal
and
life.
look, in life, you're
got
going to
nothing
get
to
your
do with
heart
gaming.
broken. You're going to meet
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
who are, not very honourable, for want of a better word, that are just players, and all the rest of it. And
Yep.
it's as horrible as it is, it's a learning experience. There are, men are cads, and I've known some women who are cads as well who've played around. Even within the DayZ community, that's happened in the past. So it's
You're human.
Yeah, exactly.
just it's
So,
it's,
yeah,
it's, a
I-
nothing, it's a nothing burger in my opinion. It's drama for the sake of fucking drama.
It is.
Yes.
Archie, anything you want to add, mate?
No, he's not here to defend himself, so I'm gonna stay out of that one.
Oh, I don't think that we're not even attacking him. It's just
No,
dude,
Oh, I
play
know.
your-
I'm not insinuating that. I did see he made an apology
Yep.
Yeah.
on Twitter, so
Yeah.
he obviously, I mean, he could have just ignored it and pretended like
Oh,
it
yeah.
wasn't going on. I didn't delve too much into it because I don't
No.
care.
Yeah, and,
I mean,
to be fair, from his side, from his point of view, even if he hadn't have put that apology out, it wouldn't have damaged his channels or anything he's doing that much. So he chose to put an apology out and acknowledge that he'd done something wrong.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it right, no, but that
He's
shows
living up
that,
to,
he's living
what
up,
he's
yeah,
done.
exactly, to what he's done.
What
And,
he's done is a personal life.
Yeah.
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 It
The
should
only
not
icky
be
factor for
involved
me is
in a
it's
gaming platform.
a little bit
It's just
Leonardo
that's-
DiCaprio-ish. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we all want our personal lives not to be involved in the game. It's something that we all
Doesn't belong there.
try to happen, but it doesn't always work that way. And when it does leak into the game and you have done something wrong, admitting your guilt in the first place and admitting that you've done wrong is the first stage in fixing it.
Yeah.
well, it's
If
not in
you
the game.
bury it,
It's in the
It's not in the
community
game.
that he
It's
has.
it's a Twitter thing, and that's it. And
Yeah.
all I wanted to do was just touch on it, and move on, because it's a good segue to an actual drama issue that I addressed on Twitter, and that's this whole shit with Taviana. I
Oh,
was
dear.
quite vocal about this. I did not like what's happened. I've made my opinion quite public. Any of you guys got? Well, Dave, you said, "Oh dear." What's your opinion on it, mate? So, for those who don't know, what's happened
well-
is some time back I interviewed Martin from DayZ, or sorry, Taviana the Origins. The guy is the creator of the Taviana map. And he's decided that he doesn't want Taviana to be made again because he's making his own game, Taviana the Origins. He's got a website up. He's a solo developer, from what I can understand. So, yes, it's taking some time, but it's his IP and it's his right. Some people have said, fuck you, basically, and we're going to make your map without your permission. And they've done that, and it made it to the Steam Workshop. I think it's been taken down, but I don't like what has happened. I had a reply on it, which is basically someone had said, I think it was maybe Tyson, said this is basically people just saying, fuck you to modders.
Yeah.
Well, I saw this back a while ago, back when you were covering it, and I had a horrible feeling in the back of my mind that somebody was going to take his property, pump it into DayZ, and release it. And lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. At its core, it's his intellectual property. He created it.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't want it to be used in DayZ, or doesn't want it to be used in any other way, that's his right. It's not covered by the OpenGL license. It's not covered by the same license that we use when we're developing things in DayZ. It's not. It's intellectual property theft. You have taken his material and reused it in another game. It's the equivalent of me going to a Fallout game, stripping the map out, and banging it in DayZ. I can't do that.
Is that the official word, though? Is that he hasn't been working with those guys on the map? I mean, I know the last we heard, that was the word. He didn't want them using it because he wanted to make his own game.
If he's been working on it, they wouldn't be trying to take it down.
And when Erno tweeted it out, he said, it's most likely going to get taken down. So,
yeah,
I've spoken with Martin some time back, and he said no, he has not given permission. So,
it seems like a lot of effort just to get DMCA'd.
Well, yes and no. If you're importing something that is 90% created, it's not a lot of effort to put it in. You're not working with a blank canvas. You're working with something that's already built.
And it was a community map, right? Community map.
Yes. So he's essentially imported, and what he probably got when he first put the post, when he said, I've got 80% of it done, is because 80% of it was compatible. And he's polished it a bit. And then released it. And that's not right. You can't do that. You're essentially stealing somebody else's work.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it would stay up long if that's the case.
I don't think it's actually up anymore.
But the issue is, apparently, and this is what I've been told, is that they have released all the files for it so people can just keep on re-uploading it in their own mod packs and all the rest of it. Which
what happened
not
is,
only is it a fuck you to create a mod or to recreate someone else's map, it's a double fuck you to also say, and to make sure that it's always going to be available, we're going to share everything we've created open source to everyone so they can keep on doing it. It's just the ultimate scummy thing to fucking do to someone.
Yeah, they essentially stole the intellectual property and then tried to release it through the OpenGL license, which is not covered by in any way, shape or form. But what that did was release it to a load of scummy people that are going to take those files, they're going to copy them, they're going to save them, they're going to zip them up on a little external hard drive, and every time it goes down, they're going to extract them and they're going to re-upload them. Mm-hmm. And it's going to happen over and over and over again, and you're going to find a lot of these, I don't like to badmouth servers or anything, but scummy servers are suddenly going to start re-uploading this over and over again. As quickly as you DMCA them, they're going to re-release it. And
it's a really scummy fucking thing to do. Like, it is the ultimate where you won't let me do what I want, so I'm going to just do it anyway. There are laws around intellectual property. There are laws. I don't know where he's at with copyright. But intellectual property, just the concept of having an idea, is covered by law. And these people are basically like, I personally hope he takes him to court. I personally hope he sues.
Yeah,
Because
me too.
this is a classic case of fuck around and find out, Archie, in my opinion.
But
I
you,
don't think he could sue. I don't think there's a lawyer that would take a case like that because he didn't make any money. And the other guy would
yeah,
have to prove that he lost money. But I think you got a community created map by a community member. Another content creator came along, for context for everybody that doesn't know what's going on. Another content creator and his team came along and said, we're going to port Taviana into the new engine and make it a custom map, a modded map, right? So like Namal's, for example. And the original creator said, no, you don't have my permission. That's my map that I'm making my own video game out of, right? So then why would they continue to push the map out there when they know it's just going to get DMCA'd and the workshop's going to take it down from Steam? Sorry, Steam's going to take it off the workshop. And BI doesn't want the trouble because, trust me, BI legal is going to get you every time, man. They've taken down videos of mine before.
It's just a bad thing to do, Archie. In that, would you want to work with these people, share your IP with them in the future, knowing that they've already done this to someone?
It just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like we don't have all of the facts because I know how much effort goes into so you port a map over, you update everything to the new models and stuff. You still have to set up surfaces, set up collisions in geometry. You still have to set up spawn points, set up tiers for loot spawns. You got to set up so much. It's laborious. It's time intensive. Why would they do all that just to?
That's the thing. A lot of that can actually be done in a very short space of time without being done properly.
Right, but you agree it's laborious.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, it's laborious.
Yeah. So why would they go through all? That's for me logically. It doesn't make sense that they would do all that. And anyone with any sense that's ever dealt with DayZ in the workshop, which Erno has, right? He's a very well-known content creator. He's got to know we're wasting our time here. Maybe he thinks the guy's going to eventually break. I don't know. But if the guy's going to make a video game out of the map.
Well, it could be one of two things. He could think that eventually the guy's going to break. Or he thinks the guy's eventually going to swing round to his idea and say, hey, do you know what?
That's what I meant by break.
Exclusive. Yeah. I'll let you use it exclusively.
It's this comment here that really...
Yeah, I saw that one.
Who is Martin?
Martin is the creator of Taviana Origins of the map.
Okay.
Yeah, and I kind of felt like the whole thing, the whole release of Taviana, or however you pronounce it, was done purely for drama, purely for attention and clout.
Well, I mean, technically, from a legal standpoint, all they would have to do is put a big lake somewhere, and then it's not the same map.
Yes and no.
There you go. It was Aussie Rogue who said it. This is essentially shitting on modders, saying, I can steal your shit and you can do nothing about it. And I agree completely with that.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'm doing this for clout. I'm going to throw this in your face, and there is nothing you can do about it but DMCA me.
Which is a big deal.
And
it's a real shitty way of working.
I get some of the things, like Mark says, I don't know why he just won't give you permission to release the map. I don't agree so much with the second part of that. It's not like he's releasing his game anytime soon.
Well, but with respect to Marks, he already said it's because he's using his map to make another standalone IP. He's making his own game. So how does I mean, with respect to Marks, he's my buddy. He's already said why.
I mean, it'd be like taking our Terra Nova development that we're doing as a community development, and then releasing it as a private mod.
If you're going to do this, aren't you undermining his business? Like, he wants to make money out of it. He's want to make a game out of it. He's got like a business, roadmap for him. And somebody is like taking that roadmap underneath his feet and say, you know what, I'm going to use it anyway.
There's the financial implication, Babushka, there. Right there, potential earnings down the future.
I mean, there's marketing connected to that.
Yeah. That's his business. That's his livelihood that you're literally stealing off him.
Yeah.
It's like going. It's like going to Bethesda. A little bit off track. When they're about to release Fallout 76, and then taking their map and releasing it in another game, and letting everyone see what the map that they've created is before the game is released.
I was gonna make the same comparison, but with that new Star whatever game they had.
Starfield, yeah, exactly. It's like doing the same thing with Starfield. You've taken their entire build, their entire map, and put it into a different game, and then released it for everyone to see before they've ever actually got to touch it. Now all the hype and the marketing that you've done for that financial build is gone. Everyone's seen it already. And the view they've got of it is the view that was imported into a lesser game, let's say, or a different game, and it's not going to be what you were building and what you marketed.
It's got to be heartbreaking, Babushka, for someone to go and steal your work like this and that. It'd be fucking heartbreaking for me. He's map creation is I know there's been a bit of banter in the chat about they could do it in a weekend sort of thing, but that's I saw a thing the other day about an engineer who's called in to look at a boat, a big ship. They've had everyone out there, no one could fix it. This engineer comes in, he walks around for half an hour or so, looks at the engine and all the rest of it, and he gets out a hammer and he taps the engine, and the engine starts working. And the next week he sends the invoice to the ship owner, and the ship owner says, this is $30,000. You were there for half an hour. And he goes, you're not paying me for the half an hour I was there. You're paying me for the years and the years and the years it took to get to the point where I can walk up and look at your engine and tap on it and fix it with that. And the analogy there is that map makers, yes, some of them can knock this stuff out in a short period of time, but it takes them. If you were to ask me to make a map in a fucking weekend, I would have a meltdown. I'd be like, I got no fucking.
Nobody's
clue.
making a map in a weekend, dude.
No. We're trying to break the record on map making, and our estimation is 6 weeks.
Yeah,
and we've got a team now of freaking 30 people, and we're still behind schedule. It's so difficult.
That in itself could be a reason that they're still wanting to push it out. They put all this time and effort into porting it over, setting everything up, and then the guy pulls the rug out from under him. I don't know.
But no, it's a scummy fucking thing to do, in my opinion. I don't know what the motivations are. The best I can see is it's literally just a case of, fuck you, we're going to do what we want. We want Taviana, and if you won't let us have it, we'll just make it ourselves. And they even renamed it Taviona or Tavalana or something along those lines, and it was just like, come on. It's a shitty fucking thing to do to someone. And I've heard that they've had stuff stolen before and been quite vocal about it, so yeah.
Best of luck.
Yep, exactly. What else did we have on the agenda this week? And look, guys, I want to apologise. I know some of you weren't happy with the topic before, but I felt that it just needed to be addressed because everyone was making it into a mountain out of a fucking molehill, and I don't think it was that previous topic. But yeah, 1.21 so far. What do we think of it? We had that issue with what Dab tweeted out about a lot of the clothing packs are going to have some issues, but War Dog provided some clarification on that. Dave, can you run us down on what that was all about?
Right. So there are some bad references, which a lot of people
dumb it down for the dummies like me.
Dumb it down. When a lot of people retexture or change the graphics of things, we often just call to the original reference and create a new mod that has basically a text file in it. It calls the original and calls them anew. What's going to happen with 1.2.1 is a lot of these references are going to change.
Now, my understanding is it's changing for the better, though, because I saw a thread about it, and a lot of people were saying, please don't undo the change you've made. The change you've made is a good one. So can you explain that as to why they were making the changes?
It's more efficient. In a nutshell, it's better optimized and it's more efficient. In a more complicated sense, it means that a lot of people are now using or are going to be using incorrect references, which means the little line and name you put in there isn't quite right now. So it's not going to work.
I did see someone say that that's going to be, in a sense, a good thing because it's going to knock a lot of dead mods off the workshop in that they're not going to be able to work. And it's going to narrow it down to some more. She likes that aspect of it, but it's going to narrow it down to some of the ones that are still being supported.
Exactly, and that's exactly what it's going to create. Is anything that wasn't supported before and you can't open and change is going to die off, because you can't go in, you can't change that reference.
The important thing,
a lot
I
of
think,
people
here,
have been
Dave,
using that for a long time though.
Is people need to make sure this information gets shared because, like, I shared it with I don't know if you guys have heard of this server in Australia called DayZ Down Under. It's a really, really cool server, and I really like it.
Sponsor of the podcast.
But I shared it with Zyson, the admin behind it. He's a server admin, and even he wasn't aware of that. And when I sent it to him, he goes, "Thank you. I'd heard that the custom hoodie that they have wasn't working with 1.21," and he goes, "Now I know why." Because it's not because he doesn't know his shit. The guy does know his fucking shit, but he's like everyone. Babushka, we've only got a certain amount of hours in the day, and to be on top of every single change and everything, you just can't fucking do it. So make sure you're sharing this information with the people, right, Babushka?
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very important. Very important. I mean, I owned a server together with my brother, and that was a topic what I said. I'd love to address that. We don't have it anymore because it is so hard to open up a server, get it populated. Even though there are like so many amazing servers out there that are just empty.
Yep.
Because there's not a big name attached, because it is not populated. And I'm guilty of that as well, because when I stream, I want to populate it, I want a populated server there. But there's a lot of people, that, then there is an open server, there is a big streamer, and then the whole server is full. And the next day you think, oh, I'm going to be there again. And then it's empty again.
Yeah.
Why? Because they're so good. We got the heart home servers. And just got to say, I'm not, and drama ain't got nothing to do with OGT gaming because there's never drama there. But, there's some, server owners that maybe, not be liked. I don't look at that because I play the server. I don't play the server owner. I play the server, and if I like it, it's just such a shame. I mean, we got Eska 2.0, dude. It is fucking amazing. I've driven on a fucking Harley.
I literally have not played every map.
Up the way to the airfield with my key card, and I had to loot, and we had another key card, and we went looking. There's so much new stuff there to do. And I'm an Esseker. I love Esseker. I love Esseker. I fell in love with that. And, it's a shame that that map is not going to be further developed because it's 25% done, I think. There's so many beautiful servers out there. Play them. Such a shame.
Eska 2 is a great example. It was something that I originally created and then handed over to the guys at Bare Necessities. And they've expanded it even more and more, and they continue to build and they continue to expand it. And it's such an amazing server, yet the population is always low.
Yeah,
and
I don't get it.
It's exactly what you're describing. Nobody big is ever there, so the population stays just below that cap where it starts to interest people.
Yeah.
And yet the few people that come on stay. And it's the same with so many other servers and so many other developments.
But back to the clothing thing.
Yeah.
What's it going to mean in the long term for us, Dave?
In the long term, it means we're going to be repairing the majority of all the mods you've ever released.
Is it going to be? Is this a very time-intensive task? That's going to take the likes of Windstride and Helkiana and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those with huge mods that have
Mass
40,
is another one.
Different clothing. Yeah, they're going to have a lot of work to do, and it's not just going to affect clothing. It's going to affect a lot of other things as well. The little trick we used to do by switching the P3D and PAA in dumbest terms, just switching the item over so it looks like the original item but does another job. That's not going to work either.
Wait, we can't reskin the old way anymore?
No.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, you see what I mean? We can't switch the PCD and PAA just like the teddy bear suppressor that Jack recently made. That's going to break.
Yeah, that's going to be big. So basically what he's saying is all the reskinned items, which is 90% of most clothing packs, probably more, aren't going to work anymore.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Among other things, like that Japanese map we were looking at when they had reskinned all of the stuff to make it look Japanese.
That's going to break so badly.
Yeah. So that guy just did all of that.
Yeah.
And you have to edit the PAA file in Photoshop, right? That's what I used to do.
I use Paint, but anything will do it. The problem isn't the PAA file anymore. It's how we reference it.
Damn. Okay. So we can still use the PAA?
Yeah, we can still use the original files we use. We're just going to have to re-reference every single one. So we're going to have to go through and every jacket, every trousers, if you're running one of these big PvP servers that have got upwards of nearly 1,000 custom clothing.
Just imagine all the ones who've got custom clan clothing as well and all the...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
you're going to have to go through every single config for every single one.
But
rename them all.
The important thing is it sounds like this is a good change. It's not a change that's like, why are we doing this? So how is it going to make things better? You said new referencing or something?
Yeah, basically, you're going to have to reference them differently. So there's multiple ways that we retexture or we change what it looks like or how it behaves. That's going to be narrowed down. And it's going to be narrowed down to the most efficient way of doing it. And we're going to have to do it that way. On the plus side, it means that we're going to get a lot better optimization. Servers are going to run better, the mods will run better, and the performance will be better.
That's good.
So here's the
it's a win-win.
The feedback tracker entry that I saw for it, and someone saying that they might be able to repair their mods by auto replace. And even Dab saying, I personally love the change from an engineering perspective. I just need to get in contact with Winstride and a few others to ensure their mods get patched. I also appreciate this config change as an improvement. When I noticed it about a week ago, I went ahead and updated my clothing configs to work with the new inheritance. War Dog basically saying that it's something he's been wanting done since 1.0. Someone saying it needs to be added as maybe a new category, breaking changes or something like that. So, yeah. Like Daly's saying in chat there, Dave, a quick fix video on it, that might be a good one for you, buddy.
Yeah, we've fixed all of ours. What we've essentially done is make sure that every item that has an inventory slot is now referenced to the actual inventory slot that it would be. So, for example, a jacket is no longer just a reskin of the original jacket. It is a reskin of the original jacket that is set purely to be on the top side of the body. We think that's what's going to fix ours, and we're working on, Sorry, go on.
Well, yeah. A question popped in my brain. Sorry. So is this like playing wise? Me as a player, is that gonna like listen to bugs? As well. And sometimes you have bug like you pick the item practically at the same time, or sometimes I see a thing in my inventory which is not really there. Or I try to place something in my inventory and there is something there which I cannot see.
I've noticed that with a good example of that is Winstride's Shamug. In the various states of it being folded, you can't actually see it in your inventory. It takes up the slots, but you can only see it when it's in its original form. Is that what you're talking about there, Babushka?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's essentially what it's going to do. What's going to happen is you're going to pick up the item of clothing and it's going to go into your inventory, but now it's invisible. And you can't equip it. You can't put it in the correct slot because that slot is no longer defined within that item of clothing. So the clothing no longer works. Possible hand bugs as well, and the trapped in your hand thing might occur as well. Yeah. Essentially, the problem is that they now all require an inventory slot or an inventory position. So if it's not referenced as being part of a jumper or a top or trousers, it will no longer work. And the moment you pick it up, it will just break and it will cease to function.
Mm-hmm.
We think we've got it right, but until 1.21 comes out, we can't do any kind of video or anything, because if we do that and it's wrong, we're going to give everyone misinformation and everyone's going to go down that line, and what then they're going to do is break the mods even more. And if we go down that line, we've got a world of pain trying to undo what we accidentally did to everyone's mods. We kind of got to sit on our hands and test everything as much as we can. And then when it drops, hope for God's sake it works. And if it doesn't, redo it again.
Yeah, rinse and repeat.
Yep. And for a lot of modders and a lot of server hosts, there's a lot of mods and a lot of reskins that they really want to have done before, but you can't.
Is this going to
do it
impact
before.
other things like items in the game, weapons and so on, or is it just clothing?
Possibly. There's a and it's a big possibly. A lot of changes to mods, just like Jack's new release today with the teddy bear suppressor, where you can shoot through a teddy. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's using a P3D and a PAA change. Just a simple script that just changes the P3D and the PAA. That could be effective.
Oh, yeah, the PCD and the PAA. I totally get that, Babushka, you?
He's talking about the model. So basically it turns the bottle suppressor or whatever into a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Right. So basically the bottle suppressor that you see, the two types, is the bottle with the duct tape wrapped around it, and then the one that's been blown up, right?
Guys, we're working on Dave. He's still new to the show. He's got to remember he's got to dumb things down to like fucking Idiot's Guide to Breathing for me. We'll get him there, folks, so that I can understand what the actual fuck he's saying, because about the last 5 minutes has been me sitting here going, I like monkeys. I like potatoes. I like turtles.
Essentially, all we did was switch the 3D model and the image, so the graphics for it. We didn't really switch them. We just added a line in a text file that said, instead of using this, use this instead. And that will allow it to look like something else, but behave like the original.
Get it now, Boydie?
Yeah.
The issue is, with the new update, that might not work, because it doesn't technically have a slot. It doesn't technically have a place to go. It's not technically a suppressor anymore.
Yeah.
All I know is if Dab's happy about it, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, so long story short, if you change the data that is in the files to a certain other thing, it's going to react different in the game, and that might work.
Yes.
Yeah, the old way isn't
So that's
gonna work.
our language. I work at a tech help desk. In general, I have no idea what Dave's talking about. In general, yeah, but
You're quite right there, though.
I know.
I like
because
puppies too.
sometimes my brain likes to analyze things. Like when I started streaming, I didn't know nothing, and I'm 3 years ahead, and I built my own PC, and I take over PCs of other people if they have issues with OBS. So I don't know. My brain understands some, I don't know.
It's not as complicated as it sounds. Trust me. I was intimidated at first, and then
it's logics.
Yeah.
It sounds incredibly complicated when you use all the correct terms, but the basic thing is you take what one item looks like, and what it's textured like, what it basically is graphically looks like. You write a line to say, instead of using this, use this instead. And then you add that as a mod, and it uses that instead. So instead of the suppressor looking like a suppressor, it looks like a teddy bear. Great. That in the new update might not work properly. You might have to go a lot more complicated than you originally had to do.
It's just like the old PCs where you couldn't put a floppy in, where you had to write your own program in order to be able to play a game. You know, command prompt, blah, 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 blah. You know, you just change some rows and something different happens in a game. It's exactly the same thing, but just fancy.
Yeah.
See, now I'm lost. I'm only 32, dude.
Are you telling me I'm old?
What is 37? Come on.
What is
I
it?
think you aged yourself.
Yeah, that's why I've got no hair.
I just want to quickly do some shout outs. Matty Ice, thank you for just becoming a member, mate. We do really appreciate it. Buddha, thank you for the 3 months, mate. And Jam Sleazy also became a member earlier as well. A bit of love today in the show. And Dalton Skidmore for the follow on Facebook and also here on YouTube. Thank you all so much, everyone. So it sounds like it's a good change. If the modding community as a whole is behind it, that's fucking good because you know they've done some stuff in the past that hasn't been so modder friendly. It's nice to see something that, whilst it's going to mean some work, overall is going to be a big plus for people who are into those sort of texture pack mods and all the rest of it. So yeah, that's great. And if anyone does work out, like that comment was in the thread there, how to auto update a lot of the stuff, make sure you share that information out there, especially to Dave, so he can get a video up showing people how to do it. Because you know, we want to get these mods all back up and help the different servers have as minimal downtime as possible when 1.21 goes live. So yeah, make sure you share the information, folks, whatever method you can. In Discords, in DMs, in Twitters, on Snapchat, via Insta, Grindr, fucking Pornhub, whatever. Get the information out there so people fucking can stay up to date on it. We will move on now. Modding. Anything happening in the modding world that we need to be aware of, Dave? Other than obviously this big change.
Well, at the moment, the modding world is kind of quiet. With the new update coming up, a lot of people aren't really pumping out anything major. Jack's been playing around with the, with the teddy bears and trying to find a new use for the teddy bears, adding them to suppressors. I think he's just actually released the teddy bear grenades as well, which will be a fun little fun little meta that we can play with.
Babushka looks happy with that.
Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, I'll be throwing. Ooh. Yep.
But other than that, not an awful lot going on in the modding world at the moment. I think most people are sitting on their hands and waiting.
Yep.
There's a few just releasing a few, experimental mods like Jack's been doing at the moment. Nexus has been really pushing towards new creatures and new animals. But other than that, not really a lot going on in the modding world at the moment.
The one. Sorry, go for
Yes, teddy bear grenades.
Do they include teddy bear landmines? Just asking.
They include teddy bear grenades, teddy bear flashbangs, teddy bear improvised explosive devices, and teddy bear landmines.
You know what I'd love to see? A claymore that shoots out like 1,000 fucking teddy bears. Big explosion of color. That'd be fucking awesome. One thing I do want to shout out though, we need to, is the bicycle mod. It is now available and on the server. That thing is fucking awesome. That is so awesome.
Not how bad is it?
It's
really not.
Sorry?
I said it's not half bad.
Yeah, they lean.
We've had bicycles for a while with what DBO did, but they were a little, hilarious, not quite well animated, not really that functional. And the new one, it's quite impressive.
The ones on Eska 2.0, those.
No, actual bicycles.
Oh, like a
yeah, an actual bicycle.
Mark has got a pretty good video showcasing it. But
I think at last point they almost had the animations correct.
Okay, I'm in Dutch. We live.
The legs are fucking moving and
they've gone a little bit further than actually when I last saw them.
Yeah.
They've got the animations now.
Okay.
Who made that?
Hunter Z.
Bro, what are you doing, Bohemia? Hire that man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, look at that. That's not bad.
That's not bad
Not
at
bad
all.
And
at
it
all.
works with the terrible surfaces and Trinaris. That is one of the coolest mods I've ever seen.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Hunter is one
And
of
I mean,
the.
it's way more realistic than all that cars being still, working order. You can still find parts,
I argued this from day one, from the day I first started playing DayZ. Is like, why do we not have bicycles?
Everybody
I mean, the one
has,
thing
dude.
people will be able to put together is a
Yeah.
bicycle.
Bicycles and bows. That's all people have been bitching about ever since 6.3, dude. And that right there, I hope maybe he'll implement some stamina.
I think he already has.
Constraints?
I think he already has.
Okay, yeah. I got to check that out. That right there is next level. That is what everybody's been wanting. Now you got it.
You know what I think should be done, and it's a very small thing, but if I swim, everything gets wet. My clothing, my hat, my gloves, everything. But if I go drink at a well
with gloves on,
my gloves stay dry. It is it is annoying me.
Yeah, I agree.
The gloves are great, but the gloves give you fucking basic immunity. If I gut an animal wearing gloves on, it doesn't mean that I can eat with those same fucking gloves. I've still got to disinfect and wash those fucking gloves.
Why? Exactly. Why can I make gloves out of rags that keep my fingers exposed, cut an animal up?
All right, don't give them any ideas, guys.
And then eat it with my fingers exposed, covered in blood, and I don't get a blood sickness? How does that work?
Hey, Devs, if you're listening, I don't have a problem with it. Please don't change it.
It's the old, I've cut up a chicken. Fine, I'll go and cut up some clothing and put some rag gloves on, and I'm suddenly protected.
The water in Essaker, it's a lot of that is really like you can walk through it. Yeah. So I was, I'm going to take off my shoes. I'm going to put them in my hands and I'm going to walk to the water and I'm going to put them on with my feet. Yeah. They should be dry. They're not. They're going to be wet.
Exactly. Even though they're above the water.
Well, is that whole thing change we're going to have? Is that going to mean that my shoes are going to be separated from my feet and they're going to stay dry? Is that going to affect that?
Inventory system, possibly.
Sorry,
Because
my brain is trying to connect the dots.
I'm not 100% sure if it's going to now affect the clothing when it's in your hand. Because technically your hand isn't in the water. And the clothing isn't attached to your body. So it's not part of the inventory system, so it's technically not getting wet. But it might just do what DayZ does. And
yeah, okay. But I would just trying to understand the things. The reason why I do that, because, me and my mods are working, my mod is working on a server for our community. And
that actually reminds me,
he is in here. So he's, asking me, how about this? How about that? So, yeah.
That actually reminds me, I've got to follow up. I've been a bit busy this week, but I'm going to go in and help Hunter with Englishifying his descriptions. I said to him in a DM, I said, his English is very good, but it was just a little bit quirky the way some of it was worded. So I've already given him the new description of this. But just to make it read a bit better in English, and if anyone can help him with some other languages, that'd be great, because he's just got fucking the guy is a machine.
I can help him with that.
It's a little broken English, isn't it?
which isn't a major issue, but I want his shit to be so fucking polished, because he puts so much work into stuff like that. How is it only 4 stars? How is that not fucking 5 stars? But look at this.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get 5 stars on the Steam Workshop? It's like rock and horse poo. The highest any of mine ever hit was 4.5. It's so hard to get 5 stars. Every time somebody doesn't install your mod correctly and isn't happy about it, they'll just hit a negative on it. And you have to outweigh the positive from the negative.
He's just amazing. He's absolutely amazing, and I can't rate the guy high enough. And make sure he does have a PayPal. make sure if you can, if you've got a few bucks lying around, folks, people like him, he puts a lot of stuff in, and a lot of these mods or assets they use, they have to buy them, as it saves them a lot of time and gives them the rights to be able to use it. So, yeah, anything you can do to give them a bit of support is always appreciated. Archie, what's going on in the server world, mate? Did you have a look at anything over the week?
Oh, dude. So, first of all, Bitterroot is the best community developed map I've ever played. It is so good. It has everything I wanted, custom assets that fit the universe, i.e., houses, U.S. cars. It's based in Montana and Colorado, too, it seems like. It's immersive. The sounds are great. It's very well balanced. It's not finished. The northern part of the map isn't done yet. They held a play test this week. I think it ends tonight. But you guys can check it out. Bitterroot, spelled just like it sounds, one word. Outstanding. Go check out the 2 servers that he's got. I had so much fun, man. So much fun. I ran into pretty much exclusively other streamers on there, but I had a blast. I'm telling you, I've not been so blown away by a custom-made map ever. Like, you should play it, Boydie. It's everything you're going to want. And I know I talked to the guy who made it, Maddie, and he said you've got him scheduled for the end of June.
Yes.
I think we should probably bump him up because right now Bitterroots has all the hype going. And
no, I think that's when he said he's available.
Okay. Yeah, it's insane. Like, I hope I'm not overselling it, but I know how hard it is to implement custom assets, especially structures, into DayZ and make them work. And I'm like blown away. Now, inside the textures are a little bit dated, right? But like you said, they're buying these assets a lot of the times. So you probably went with the cheapest ones or the free ones. But it's the only thing I would change personally is there's a little too much overgrowth with the vines. But I get the aesthetic he was going for. But I love it, man. Absolutely love it.
There are so many maps I just haven't even played yet that I've got to pull my thumb out of my ass and fucking have a look at because, Trucker Games is saying in chat there, the trailer parks are kick-ass. That's why you love it, isn't it, Archie?
Well, not just that it's American. It's just it's very well balanced and it makes sense. I get on a lot of custom-made
trailer parks.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it reminds me of Nana's house, But a lot of these custom-made maps, they don't fit the DayZ universe. It's kind of like they're trying a little too hard. I don't want to sound disparaging because it takes talent to make these maps, especially the ones with lore, like Banov and Deer Isle. But this one is smaller than normal. It's concise. It's compact. The PvP is balanced. There's not too many military bases. I think it's fucking perfect, dude. I can't wait till he gets done with it.
They did do an incredibly good job with Bitterroot. For a community-made map, and not just a community-made map, a community-made map made by several different people in several different time zones with several different skills, they managed to accumulate that in such a way that it actually works.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean,
it's a really difficult thing to do.
Yeah. The amount of weapons for a town in Montana is pretty realistic. I love it, man. Just go play it. Let's go play it. I'm telling you.
Definitely got to check it out. Guys, we have almost come to the end of this week. I think we've covered everything that we wanted to. Individual shout outs. Babushka, what would you like to shout out? Anything, anyone, something, and nothing, anything?
Oh, yeah, but that's going to be a personal thing. I want to just give a big ass shout out to my mods, for doing the thing, doing what they do. To you guys, of course, Dave. I want to shout out Dave as well. I love Essiker. Again, he did a great job there. Absolutely.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, thank you, Babushka.
No, yeah, I'm a big Essiker fan. I can't help it. Yeah, and I want to do a big shout out for the Heart Home service. Very well done.
That reminds me.
There.
I want to
should be more people there.
Showcase something again for people who want to find a way to show their mods some love. We have it here. for the team. But there is a website called powley.gg that you can set up, and you can do, if you want to do it all the time, just have the link there, or you want to, do it maybe once a month, and you can add all of your mods to your team, and any donations that come in get split amongst them directly to their PayPal. So if that's for anything at all, you could do that for any
That's amazing. I did not
community
know that.
at all.
Bad
But
idea.
Fuck
you
yeah.
can do it. It's a way, like I've got it set up here, and I don't plug it enough. We don't plug the monetization side of our show very much. Like I know I've got a mug up and all the rest of it, but for the most part, we just if people want to support, they can. But there are some people out there who are doing it for to earn income and that. And this is a great way of being able to a mod appreciation stream, or admin appreciation team, and you just get them. It gives you a little custom link. You can split it, percentage wise. If you've got one mod who's just more in than everyone else, then maybe they get more. But yeah, and it's an easy thing to do. Very, very easy to do. There's like the split up there. So you can change it how much you want people to get, and you can just leave that link going. And if someone wants to make a donation, Archie, have you signed up for this yet? I don't think you have. You're a fucking holdout.
No, I didn't. You talking about to get money from the podcast?
Yes.
No, but man, dude, I'm good. I make so much for my stream, bro. It's all you put on the work and set up all the interviews and shit, bro. I just show up and say funny shit.
But the reason I do it is it's a way of well, we've got a PayPal link. We've got I did have Patreon, but I got rid of Patreon because they wouldn't give me access to letting other people join the team to be able to help manage it, which I thought was just fucking madness. You've got to be, they gatekeep that function, and that's annoying to me. But it's a way of, if someone wants to, if Archie's done a particularly good show, they can donate to you. If Dave's done a good one, I want to have all those options available for people, because some people like to say thank you with a few bucks. And this just
shoot
gives
me that
them
link
different
again
options.
if you don't mind.
I will.
And
I will. Yep. And we'll make sure we've got everyone in there again. So if you know of creators out there who are looking for a way to support their team, this is a fantastic site. It's free. I don't think they take any money. I don't know how they make their money, but the website's been going for quite some time. So consider, it's very easy to log in as well, just with your PayPal or your Twitch account or whatever, and it's set up and good to go.
All right, I want to do my spotlight because my wife's wanting me to cook dinner.
No worries, mate.
What's for dinner?
So I'm going to shout out BGP Sammy again. He's doing an event right now. So after the stream is over, if you guys want to go check him out, I'm going to throw his link in the chat. Awesome dude, wholesome as hell. He's not getting the kind of love he needs. Go show him some love, okay? He's a YouTube streamer. Tell him Archie sent you. Thank you so much for watching today, guys, and for hanging around. Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. I don't feel too good, but much love. And it was nice to meet you. It was a pleasure to meet you, Granny. Babushka.
Yeah, Babushka. Yeah, some people already don't know what to do with the name, and every time they say Archie, I respond, because a lot of people call me RG. So I was like,
Granny, RG. I get it. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Dave, Woody, much love, guys.
I survived the
Have a good one, guys. Good to meet you.
I'm going to do my final say with Sauerkraut.
Yep.
An absolutely fantastic server host who has, how can I put this, ploughed through some of the hardest times a server host could have possibly had. Gone from having 10 plus servers all populated to having unpopulated servers and shutting them down, to still coming back and still holding events. I'm going to be in an event in about 10 minutes, which I'm going to have to leave within the next 10 minutes to be in that event. And yet he still plows on, and he has some of the best DayZ servers that are actually accessible. They're phenomenal. And he's continued to hold them open, even though, let's be fair, the most of us would have shut them down. We would have given up. But he's continued, and he's carried on with the events, and he's carried on being a massive part of the community and supporting everyone else around him. And he deserves the credit. and he deserves, you know, the thumbs up and, you know, the little phrase of keep doing what you do. We all respect it, and it's a massive part of the community.
He always calls me kiddo. I so love that.
Oh, he abuses me every time I get in a voice chat with him.
Yeah, come in and chat. Hey, kiddo. Yeah, love it.
Mine's a easy one. I want to give a bit of a shout out to Dumpgra and Co over there at the SOS podcast. Definitely worth checking out. State of Survival. They've got a couple of episodes up now, so go and show them some love, guys. They got Red Falcon. I forgot. I was just looking at it before the show as well. Unfortunately, they've chosen a name for their show that whenever you search for anything, it always seems to find other podcasts that are about SOS and stuff like that. And but here is their Twitter account. I'll poke it in the chat there. Go check them out and show them some love. They're talking more about survival games as a whole. Something that I've always wanted to do. Still considering doing it, but definitely worth going over there and checking them out. Yarl of Goats. That's it. Thank you, Darkwing. Yarl of Goats. A very, very good speaker. Apparently, in his first episode, he talks about he's done some stage acting or something like that. So he's a very, very confident speaker. So he adds a lot to the show, which is fantastic. So yeah, all the best, everyone. Next week we have who lined up? Let me just quickly go check the list. Prior preparation and planning, Boydie. Prior preparation and planning.
Remember the P's.
Tommy.
Prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
7 P's. Prior preparation planning prevents piss poor performance. Yeah, my missus loves that
Tommy
one.
Matt.
So we have Tommy YouTube coming on. So we'll get some more information about him out in the week ahead. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. And the week after, we have our return first episode of the Players episode. So if you are just someone who plays the game only, doesn't mod, doesn't create anything like that, you're just a player, we want to get you on. I'd like to have at least 2, no more than 3 players on, because it's easy to get clouded with creative perspectives, isn't it, Babushka? But there's a shit ton more fucking just standard players who will never make content other than if you do the occasional YouTube video just for shits and giggles, we're still interested in hearing from you. We're not really wanting people who are doing it as a job sort of thing or as a full-time hobby. We're after more just the people who on the weekend when they get a few hours, they play the game. We want to hear from all of you to get your voices out there so the devs can hear what you think about the game as well, other than the normal rants on Twitter whenever they post something. What about Xbox? What about fixed cars and all the rest of it? So let us know. Join the Discord, and we've got a channel set up where you can nominate your name. Definitely want to hear from channel members if you are interested as well. So, Babushka, thank you so much. You are an absolute legend, mate. I loved your take on things.
Well, thank you. I'm absolutely honored to to be invited, and thank you for having me.
And that
absolutely.
is a fucking awesome setup room, man. That is really fucking cool.
Yeah, we're going to do a lot with it. We're not done yet, and we're not done yet.
It's been an honor to talk with you, Babushka. I dreamt of the day that I'd actually be able to get to have an interview with you.
Stop it.
and your room is absolutely freaking brilliant.
She needs some DayZ merch in there. She needs some DayZ merch. Scotty, if you're listening,
come on, Devs. If you're watching this, send us some bloody merch. Get some stuff in the background there. I mean, come on,
maps
sort it out.
Yeah, you could do a lot with that little space.
I was thinking about a thing because for the Queens of the Castle, and I know they have maps, but I'm old and glasses, so I thought of making getting a picture of the map and just do it really big, like fucking big, and put it on the wall.
Why not? Why not?
I don't play Cherno enough, dude, to navigate there. I need it.
Ladies and
But
gentlemen,
yeah.
we are done for this week. That is a fucking awesome little setup, and I've got to try and fix whatever keeps it going on with my Elgato face cam. It just keeps it turning off randomly during the show, and then I've got to do the Discord camera, which is nowhere near as good a quality, but we'll work that out. I turned 50 this week. For the first time ever, I'm nervous about getting old. 50, man.
It's not gonna hurt.
50.
It's not gonna hurt,
Oh.
love.
It's
I know
all
it's not
fine.
going to
Doesn't
hurt, but
matter.
it's just, it's like a milestone, you know. There's so many government programs. Are you aged 50 or over?
Half a
Lifestyle
century.
villages.
Yeah,
I
half
could get I
century.
could get a house in a lifestyle village now. I don't fucking feel that old, but it's like, what next? They're going to advertise Depends fucking adult diapers for me and fucking tell me to monitor my fiber intake and drink prune juice and.
Trust me, sweetie. It only takes 5 years, then I'm gonna join you. We're gonna do it together. You know. It's good. You know.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for myself with you. Good. You feel sorry for yourself. I feel sorry
Mrs.
for
keeps
myself.
telling me I need to dye my beard, but I say I kind of like the fact that I've got
Why?
the two
No,
stripes.
no, 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 no. I don't think so.
And I'm getting the little bit of grey in the temple there. You know, people pay money to fucking get the distinguished silver fox sideburns.
Listen. Carry it.
You got over a
pride.
decade on me, and you've all got more hair.
Yeah, I'm glad I do. I'm glad I do. But yeah, no. Carry it with pride. If I go grey, I won't dye my hair. You know.
I will never grow up.
it.
I will never grow up. And yeah, I saw
There
a
you
good
go.
post the other day as well. One of the good things about getting old, the older you get, the less fucks you give. So yeah.
Oh, I was born with not many fucks given. you
Yeah.
know?
Well, you're Dutch.
So
You're
I'm gonna
Dutch.
be really bad when I grow old.
I can't wait till I grow old. I'm going to be old, grumpy, and.
I want to be like
later
Clint
when I go
Eastwood
bald.
in that movie, the one where he's with that I've forgotten it, the really lesser known Asian community. And he's on his porch and he's just a grumpy old fucking man. Get off my fucking porch. I want to be that sort of guy. Just
Get on my
full ball.
lawn.
Yeah.
Get off my property.
You
We
see
are
him sit
done.
out with a shovel. Get on my lawn.
Dave, quick shout out. What's the event you're going to after this, mate?
I'm going to the Utes Dark Mode PvP event.
Awesome.
I'm going to be hiding in the dark, but specifically hiding for me, while everyone else kills themselves and hopefully murdering the last few people at the end and coming out as a winner. It's not going to happen. I'm going to hide in a closet for the entire time, and then somebody's going to come and shoot me while I'm hiding in my little hidey hole. But, you know, I've
Good
got
luck.
a chance.
Love it. Fucking love it.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the best. We will send you all over to Sammy's channel now. I've set up a redirect. Hopefully it works. Ciao for now, and we will see you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for having us. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra, ta-ra.
There's nothing to fear if you try. If you keep believing, like rain falling soft